And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Diamond as we are here. As you can see, Miles just getting here. He had a little vehicular problems on the way. But Allie Arnold is at the plate here as we are in Macomb at Macomb High School. Strike one to Allie Arnold as she leads off for the Cyclones, the senior shortstop for West Prairie. On the hill for the, I should say on the rubber, is Kennedy Allensworth, I believe, number 4. Yes, it is. On the rubber for the Bombers. 0-2 is the count to Allie Arnold here as we are underway from Macomb High School. Softball, second softball game of the year, broadcast on TSSR Game Time Live, and Allie Arnold is going to go down looking. Allensworth's going to get the first strikeout of the game as she goes down with the backwards K. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Miles Hulett is up on the camera again tonight. Coming up to the plate now, the center fielder, number 15, Claire Nelson, takes strike number 1. One out here in the top of the first inning. Bombers beat the Spartans last night, and there's a swing and a miss by Nelson. Strike 2. It is very windy out here. I broke my own rule and said we do this game tonight, not realizing it was going to be this windy. We're just hoping to avoid weather. So we're taking our first chances, but the weather is so nice tonight we couldn't really pass it up. 1-2 is the count on a high outside pitch to Nelson. So again, the pitcher, Kennedy Allensworth. The catcher, Sarah Stufflebeam at number 10. You saw Steven Stufflebeam behind the plate for the boys last night for the Bombers, and a swing and a miss. That time, a second K in a row for Allensworth, and it is coming to the plate for the Cyclones. The catcher, number 11, Lindsey Dunn. So Dunn's going to try and put something in play here for the Cyclones. That's right down the middle. A nice straight fastball from Allensworth goes for a strike. 0-1's the count. First baseman is Caitlin Robinson. Second baseman is, there's a ball in play to third. It's going to be fielded there. 5-3 put out to end the inning for the Bombers. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And at the end of one half inning, the score remains 0-0. We'll be back right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And welcome back here, heading to the bottom of the first inning. The Cyclones went 3 up, 3 down in their half of the inning. Now the Bombers going to see if they can get the bats to rattle a little bit here as we go, as I said, to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Cyclones, number 10, Belle Petty. Behind the plate, number 11, Lindsey Dunn. First baseman is number 24, Paige Kitch. Second base is Taylor Richardson, number 16. Third base, Addie Despain. She'll wear number 7. You won't be able to see that. Shortstop is going to be Allie Arnold, as we mentioned earlier. Left field is Jess Fackrell. Center field is Claire Nelson. And right field is Annika Clark. We'll go over the Bombers' positions when they go back out on defense. But stepping up to the plate now, the leadoff hitter, number 1, the third baseman, Ainsley Holthouse. First pitch by Petty is in for a strike, strike 1 on Ainsley Holthouse. Sarah Stufflebeam is on deck. Caitlin Robinson is in the hole. Bunt coming, and it's going to be fouled off. 0-2 is the count. little small ball to start things off here by the leadoff hitter, Ainsley Holthouse. She's a very good basketball player for the Bombers. Double and triple sports, so many of these athletes are in the high school level. It's so fun to see and great to see them active at the high school. That's a ball high and outside from Petty. 1-2 is the count. Low. Ball 2 evens the count at 2-2. Holthouse even, and that one's high, full count. So the first 2 pitches were strikes. The next 3 have been balls to send the count to full. We'll see what happens here on the payoff pitch. It's inside, ball 4, a walk for Holthouse, and first base runner of the day for either team as Holthouse is on with the second hitter coming up, Sarah Stufflebeam. She is the catcher for the Bombers. Going is Holthouse. Nice throw down. It was in time, and he calls her out. The ball was there in time, that's for sure. I did not know for sure if the tag was there in time or not, but the umpire calls him out. So blue is always right, and pitch is high. 2-0 is the count. So base is now empty for Stufflebeam as they sent Holthouse, on the first pitch, and she was thrown out at second base. That's a little high, but called a strike on the top side of the strike zone. 2-1's the count as Petty battles back here. She had thrown 6 straight balls prior to that pitch. There's another strike, a swing and a miss, evens the count at 2-2. Stufflebeam, your batter. Ball put into center field. It's deep. It's over the head of the center fielder. She can't get there. To the fence it goes. It stops there. Rounding second, heading for third is Stufflebeam, and she's going to be in with a stand-up triple. She rounds third as Arnold was waiting to get Petty into the circle to get her the ball. So a stand-up triple for Stufflebeam. Swing and a miss. The batter now is Caitlin Robinson. Caitlin is the starting shortstop for the Bombers. She's now in an 0-1 count. On third for the Bombers is Sarah Stufflebeam. Foul ball just almost got out of play. Not quite. Caught the top of the fence. Comes back in. So it is Caitlin Robinson at the plate for the Bombers. Runner in scoring position. High. Brings the count to 1-2. A throw down to third base. Despain was there, but the diving back in time was Stufflebeam. Petty's delivery here. Up 1-2. That ball is high and maybe a smidge outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Caitlin Robinson is the batter for the Bombers. Bombers had Holthouse on with a walk. She got thrown out at second. And a strike 3 called as out number 2. As Caitlin Robinson goes down looking. That's the second out of the inning. And stepping in will be Shelby Daniels. Shelby Daniels, the cleanup hitter, playing first base today for the Bombers. Runner in scoring position. That ball's high and outside. Ball 1. That's a strike. Comes back well, does Petty. 1-1 is the count. Bombers have had 2 base runners, even though they're only on their 4th hitter and 1 left on. The ball's in the dirt, dug out by Dunn, but it's going to be a ball. 2-1's the count. Line center field over the head of the center fielder one more time. A run's going to score. Daniels is going to have the home run over the fence. A home run for Shelby Daniels. And the Bombers take a 2-0 lead. Stepping to the plate now will be Hannah Higgins. Pitch is a ball. To the fence it goes. Base is empty, 2 down here. Ball 1, strike 1. As that one's fouled deep and out of play behind the backstop. Petty is the pitcher. Shelby Daniels just walked off with a home run, so it's 2-0. That ball's in the dirt. 2-1's the count. Ground ball past Arnold into left center field. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Higgins rounds at first, heading for second, now going to third. And a ball is bobbled at short, and Higgins is going to be in with a stand-up triple. I think she'd have been there anyway, so we're going to give her a triple on that as well. And coming to the plate will be number 14, the second baseman, Allison Stortzum. She's got one runner in scoring position again. Strike 1 from Petty. Foul ball down the left field line. Coach tried to snag it. No luck, though. So 0-2's the count. Stortzum the batter. Let's battle back here. Strike 3 strikes her out, but a 2-run home run off the bat of Shelby Daniels. Plates 2 for the Bombers, and they lead after 1 complete as they have 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 1 complete, it's 2-0 Bombers. We'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
And welcome back here as we're in between the first and the second inning. As the Bombers have a 2-0 lead, and Despain is the batter for the Cyclones, playing third base. Told you we'd take a look at where everybody's playing for the Bombers as Allensworth is the pitcher. Strike 1. So the pitcher is Allensworth. She is not hitting. Catcher will be Sarah Stuffleby. Next pitch is high. 3-1's the count. First baseman is Shelby Daniels. Second baseman is Allison Stortzum. Third baseman is Ainsley Holthouse. Shortstop is Caitlin Robinson. Left field is Hannah Higgins. Popped up short, shallow center field. Actually going to be in the infield. The shortstop, the aforementioned Caitlin Robinson. catches the fly ball. And that's out number 1. Top of the second inning here. At the plate now for the Cyclones, the starting pitcher, number 10, Bell Petty, takes ball 1 low. Petty did give up a 2-run home run, but actually pitched pretty well in that first inning for the Cyclones. That was high and outside. 2-0 is the count. As we look at the center fielder, is going to be Natalie Nicholas, and the right fielder is Ellie Duncan for the Bombers. And that foul ball out of play to the right side. It brings the count to 2-1. Each team has a couple subs. Katie Benson and Zoe Wagner on the bench for the Bombers. And for the Cyclones, as the pitch comes high, 3-1's the count. Tegan Cobb and Caitlin Ashbaker is on the bench for the Cyclones. That's a strike. Brings it to full, 3-2. Again, Allensworth, the pitcher of record for the Bombers. It is Bell Petty at the plate, and she's going to take a walk. First base runner of the day for the Cyclones comes in the form of Bell Petty. She's got a lot of experience. She's been playing softball for a very long time and loves the sport, so we'll see what she can do here on the base path for the Cyclones. There's a strike, as at the plate is Paige Kitch, the first baseman. She wears number 24, even though she's got the sweatshirt on. You can't tell that, of course. Next pitch is put into play. It's a ground ball through the hole between first and second. Petty's going to let it go through in front of her and then goes safely to second base. So a single for Paige Kitch, and coming to the plate is going to be Jess Fackrell, the left fielder for the Cyclones. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Ball 1. So the Cyclones with 1 out here in the top of the second inning have something going. They trail 2-0 to the Bombers, who had the 2-run home run by Shelby Daniels in the bottom of the first inning. There's a strike, evens the count at 1 apiece. It's a windy day out here. There's strike number 2. 1-2 is the count. Low. 2-2. Back to even it goes. Sun peeking out just a little bit. You can see the first baseman, Shelby Daniels, putting her hand up momentarily. And Fackrell stepped out of a changeup and knew she had to hit it, and it's a strikeout. 2 outs, 2 on here for Taylor Richardson, who comes to the plate. Third strikeout of the game for Allensworth. Strike 1. Still runners on first and second with 2 outs now for the Cyclones. Top of the second inning. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count. And Richardson chased one well up and out of the strike zone for the third out. So, no runs on 1 hit, 2 left. And at the end of 1.5, the score remains 2-0. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
And welcome back here to Macomb High School. Bombers hosting the West Prairie Cyclones, and stepping to the plate for the Bombers will be Avery Rexroth, the designated player. She's hitting for Kennedy Allensworth, the starting pitcher. She is the number 7 hitter. Ball's high, ball 1. Swing and a foul ball went off at least the catcher, maybe the umpire as well. That's okay. He's tough. He can handle it. So the count's even at 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1's the count. Petty's still the pitcher. That ball's high, 3-1. Leadoff hitter Avery Rexroth, the designated player, trying to get on base, just as Holthouse did in the first inning, except Holthouse got thrown out on the next pitch, trying to steal second base. Great throw from Dunn, and a swing and a miss, evens the count at 3-2. Or excuse me, takes the count full, 3-2. And a payoff pitch, high, ball 4. Runner on first now for the Bombers. See if they try to run on Dunn again here, as they did with Holthouse. Stepping to the plate is going to be the right fielder, number 12, Ellie Duncan. Petty's pitch, and no, she took a pretty good lead, but didn't run, so Rexroth goes back to first base. Ball was high. 1-0 is the count. Petty's delivery now. High again. 2-0. That was the second walk. Both leadoff hitters have walked so far against Petty. There's ball 3. 3-0. Petty's struggling a little here to find the strike zone. Everything seems to be running high on her right now. Sure she'll gather it back up. There she did, just like that on the inside corner. Strike 1. 3-1's the count. Again, it's Ellie Duncan, the right fielder. I know her grandma, actually. Well, she's probably not watching, but I do know her. And there's a swing and a miss. Brings the count to full again. No pitch count, of course, in softball, so they can throw all day long until they get tired, literally. Fouled off. Foul territory, barely got out of play, but it's going to remain full. Different, you can see how close the corners play in softball in comparison to baseball. There's a hard line shot up the middle right by Petty. She had no chance to gather that up, as it's going to be a single up the middle, and everybody is safe. Rexroth at second. Duncan at first, and Natalie Nicholas comes to the plate now for the Bombers, the number 9 hitter and center fielder. One runner in scoring position. Bunt is going to try to advance the runner. She will, and nobody is there at first base. Nobody covered. And 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And everybody's going to score. That's a 4-base error right there, folks. And the leadoff hitter back up again, Ainsley Holthouse. She is 0 for 0 with a walk here in this contest. Nobody on. As the bases were cleared on a throwing error on a bunt. Foul ball out of play behind the bleachers here that are behind us, the covered bleachers, I might add. Bell Petty threw that to first base, and there was a coverage snafu. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. High, evens the count at 2-2. It is the bottom of the second. Couldn't get the scoreboard to change the bottom of the second. I apologize. There's another ball. So for the fourth hitter, third hitter of four, I should say, it's a full count here in the bottom of the second inning. Into play. It's going to be trouble. It's wind blown short, and it's going to drop just past Arnold in front of Fackrell, and it's a single for Ainsley Holdhouse. Coming to the plate now will be Sarah Stuffelbeam. She hit a triple to dead center field in her first at bat. Runner on first for the catcher for the Bombers. Petty still on the rubber for the Cyclones. Fouled off the right side, out of play. That almost got an. Ed Arnold is over there not paying a bit of attention, and he just about got knocked right in the back of the noggin. He did one of those flinches after it hits the ground kind of thing right behind you. Would have been way too late, Ed. That ball's put in play again. It's deep center field. The wind is blowing, but back there to make the catch is the center fielder, Claire Nelson, for out number one. The wind is horrible right now, folks. There is no doubt about it. An F8 for out number one. The ball goes to the fence, and Ainsley Holdhouse is going to advance to second base on the pass ball. Bell Petty delivers again. That one's high. Holdhouse takes a good lead out there, but goes back to second base. 5-0 on a four-base error, which really could have been a single probably because of coverage. If they'd have thrown it to the right pace, it would have been a fielder's choice or a single, but they threw it to where there was nobody covering the bag, and it was a four-base error it ended up being. Caitlin Robinson is at the plate, and she takes a walk. Shelby Daniels, a two-run home run in her first at bat. Up to the plate again. She's got two ducks on a pond this time. She hit that ball to left center field area over the fence. See if she can do something similar again. The wind is blowing straight across the diamond pretty much here. So that ball's outside. Ball one. So runners on first and second after the walk. In the dirt, gathered up by Lindsey Dunn. Nobody's able to advance. 2-0's the count. Probably don't want to give Daniels a pitch to hit here. She's going to drive it to deep center field. It's going to be in the ballpark this time. It's going to go to the fence. One run will score. Two runs will score. Daniels is going to hold up with a double. Petty will pick up the ball. A two-run double for Shelby Daniels. And it's a 5-run inning here thus far for the Bombers with one out. Ball inside to Hannah Higgins. She had a triple in her first at bat. Stand up at that. And it is windy. High to Higgins, excuse me. So it is 2-0 with 1 out. Runner on second base for the Bombers. They've scored 5 here in the bottom of the second inning. That ball's high and inside. 3-0's the count. Hannah Higgins ready to do something at the plate. Nothing doing. It's going to be a passed ball. And Higgins is just going to roll across and keep right on running. They don't pay any attention. They can't really do a whole lot as the runner advanced, did hold house to third anyway. So it's now second and third. At the plate is Allison Stortzum. And a strike to the Bombers center fielder. Left fielder, excuse me. Let me make sure I'm right there. Yeah. Second baseman. And back. And Holdhouse is going to get thrown out on a done to the Spain. I don't know if that's the Spain down there or not, actually. It doesn't really look like her. But it's supposed to be number 7, but she's wearing number 8. At any rate. There is a runner on second now with 2 outs. 3-1's the count. The batter is Allison Stortzum, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. Full count. This is the 5th full count in this inning for the Bombers and the Cyclones pitcher, Belle Petty. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. All 9 batters bat in that inning for the Bombers. They plate 5, and at the end of 2 complete, the score is 7-0. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we'll be back in just a minute.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And we're back here at Macomb High School. This game being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer your area teams on to victory. And, of course, McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and 20. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. At the plate, Annika Clark, the right fielder for the Cyclones, is going to lead things off here in the top of the 3rd inning. Two knows the count. 2 balls to start this inning here. Allensworth still on the rubber. That ball is a strike. Clark apparently lined up towards the outside of the batter's box, giving her arms plenty of room to roam as he brings the bat through the zone. She's going to swing at that one. It's 2-2. 2-2 is the count. Strike 3, got her looking. First to finish the first time through the rotation for the Cyclones. It's out number 1. And stepping to the plate, the leadoff hitter, Allie Arnold. She was one of the K victims, one of 5 K victims in the first time through the order for Allensworth. That's a ball low. 1-0 is the count. Ball's a little high and outside to Arnold. 2-0. That's right down the middle. Strike one. 2-1's the count. Southeast wind here is really whipping. And I just flinched at that, folks. Came right back at me. Even though there is a fence there, it still gets you, doesn't it? Strike two. 2-2's the count. Full count for Allie Arnold, the senior shortstop for the Cyclones, trying to get a rally started for West Prairie. They trail 7-0 here in the top of the third inning. Low for a walk. So Arnold is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Coming to the plate now, Claire Nelson. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She went down swinging in the first inning. Claire Nelson, the center fielder, takes strike number one. We probably will not try to interview coaches today, just to get everything in out of the elements in case something decides to come, folks. So we'll do coaches interviews as we move along in the future. But today, with the clouds looking a little menacing, we'll probably just protect the equipment as best we can. A swing and a miss. 1-2. Allie Arnold still on first base for the Cyclones. They have had runners on in 2 innings. The only inning they didn't get a base runner was the first inning when they went 3 up, 3 down. Count now even at 2-2. The Bombers batted around in their half of the second inning. There's a swing and a miss as Nelson went after an inside pitch, her second strikeout of the game, second out of the inning for the Cyclones. And Allensworth's going to try to set them down here as the number 3 hitter, Lindsey Dunn, comes to the plate now. Strike one. 2 strikeouts here in the inning, a chance to strike out the side other than the walk allowed to Arnold. That ball's outside, 1-1. Ball fouled back to the screen. Strike two. 1-2's the count. Once again, top of the third inning here. Bombers with the lead. That ball's in the dirt. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Allie Arnold still on first base. Not looking to steal here probably. Simply because when you're down by 7, you need to just manufacture some runs. There's a foul tip to stay alive by Lindsey Dunn. But you need to manufacture runs, and stealing a base really isn't going to help you a whole lot. You need to get runners around and get a bunch of them on. You don't want to get somebody thrown out at second base. That ball stays low. A little off-speed pitch there from Allensworth, looked like. And it is a full count again, 3-2. Arnold went to 3-2 as well before walking. We'll see what Dunn can do here for the Cyclones. She's going to put it in play right to the shortstop. Little hitch and a throw and a catch. Drug her foot off, did Daniels, but ended up getting a 6-3 putout of Dunn. She's had a 5-3 putout and a 6-3 putout for her 2 at bats. She's 0 for 2, and that's how we end the top half of the third inning. Score remains 7-0 here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll change sides. We'll tell you this game is being brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. The West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. And a community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. and, of course, Macomb as well. Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4, for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow them on Facebook for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. So, going to get Dunn back in her catcher's gear. Get Petty warmed up. And we're going to start things off again with Allie Rexroth. She walked in her last at bat, which was the lead off the second inning. She scored a run later on a 4-base bunt error that ended up going around for a quote-unquote home run. So that's where we stand right now here at Macomb High School. Stepping to the plate, Avery Rexroth for the Bombers. Foul ball comes back to the screen. Bell Petty still on the rubber for the Cyclones. Again, bottom of the third inning. Haven't really looked to see if anybody's into live chat, but if you are watching from somewhere, let us know who you're cheering for. You can say a specific player if you want to. You can say a team, but we love to see who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. So hop into live chat and let us know. There's a ball. 1-2 is the count. Rexroth got behind in her first at bat also, but battled back to get a walk. It's going to be popped up. Short center field. Frackrell's running in, and Nelson comes in and makes a great running catch. Claire Nelson from way out there covered about 2 times as much ground as Frackrell and got there to make the catch. A fly out to shallow left center for out number 1 for Rexroth. Coming to the plate now is Ellie Duncan. Ellie, the right fielder, had a single in her first at bat. There's a ball. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Bombers scored 2 in the first, 5 in the second. Have not scored here. Nobody on, 1 out. And that's a deep fly ball center field. It's deep. To the fence it goes. It's a home run for Ellie Duncan. That was dead center field. It almost hit the flagpole that's out in dead center field. A home run for the Bombers' right fielder, Ellie Duncan. A 1-run homer makes it 8-0. She's got 2 for 2 now on the game, a single, a home run, 2 runs scored for Ellie Duncan. Now at the plate, Natalie Nicholas, who is 0 for 1 with an error and a run scored. She did the bunt with runners on first and second that actually scored herself included on a throw that went to the right, down the right field line. That ball's fouled back to the screen. It is 0-2 is the count. Oh, and 2 to Nicholas. That ball's high. Brings the count to 1-2. And hit by a pitch. Puts a runner on first base for the top of the order coming back up. Ainsley Holdhouse, who has the unwanted depiction today of being thrown out at second on a steal attempt and being thrown out at third on a throw down from the catcher as she was trying to get back. Called out both times and both on very close plays. She takes that first pitch as a ball. And that one's fouled out of play. It looked like Nicholas maybe was going down there. Natalie was on the move. She took off a little quicker than normal. You do that rocking horse on the regular, but she looked like she might be going there. That time she does not. That's another ball. 2-1's the count. Ainsley Holthouse, the leadoff hitter, is 1 for 1 with a walk, but been thrown out on the base pass twice today. There's a strike, evens it at 2 apiece. Strike 3 is Holthouse gets called out on strikes looking for out number 2. So the Bombers have got 1 run here in the bottom of the third. They lead 8-0. At the plate, Sarah Stufflebeam. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a triple and a fly to center field. Great catch by Nelson. Her first good catch of the game came in the last inning. That ball gets into the dirt. Dunn can't hold on to it, and advancing is going to be Nicholas from first to second. 2-0's the count on the number 2 hitter for the Bombers, Sarah Stufflebeam. Petty still pitching for. There's a line drive, left center field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run will score. Second goes Stufflebeam, and she's going to hold up there with a double. Sarah Stufflebeam has a triple and a double now, and she scores Natalie Nicholas for run number 2 of the inning. Just trades places with her. Strike called on Caitlin Robinson, the shortstop. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a struck out looking in her first attempt at the plate in the first inning. Ball's high, 1-1 is the count. Petty's offering is low, and advancing is going to be Stufflebeam from second to third. 2-1's the count. 9-0's the score. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Runner on third. That ball's put down the right field line. I think it's going to get out of play. The wind is blowing in. It blew it back in, but nobody could get to it. Evens the count. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on here in the bottom of the third inning. That ball was well overthrown. Spain is there to back it up. High, outside, 3-2 is the count. Throw down, Stufflebeam was able to get back. Full count. Big pitch here for the Cyclones. Petty delivers. High, and it's a walk. Puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. Coming to the plate now, Shelby Daniels. She has a double and a home run in her first at bat, a 2-run shot in the first inning that gave the Bombers their first lead at 2-0. See what she can do here with runners on the corners and 2 out. She's going to foul that one off the end of the bat. Goes back to the backstop off the right side. Actually rolled right to the, can't tell if that's a player. It looks like a player or a coach down there. Can't tell which one it is through the fences here. 0-1's the count on Daniels, trying to have a chance to hit for a cycle here if she can get a single or a triple. That ball's outside, and Robinson's going to advance to second. Uncontested. Defensive indifference is what we call that base. There's a line shot up the middle. It's deep center field, and it's over the fence. A 3-run, a home run for Shelby Daniels, her second dinger of the day, and she clears the bases for the Bombers. Is it Shelby's birthday? Tomorrow's Shelby's birthday? Tomorrow is Shelby's birthday. Getting a little celebration early here. A 3-run shot makes the score 12-0, and and the bases are cleared. High. Ball one. Hannah Higgins, the batter. She's got a triple and a walk, so she's 1 for 1. The left fielder. The ball's high. 3-0. 5 runs in the second, 5 runs thus far in the third for the Bombers. They lead 12-0. Strike as Petty battles back. High. A walk for Hannah Higgins. Her second. She's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Coming to the plate now is Allison Stortzum. She's got the dubious honor of ending each of the first 2 innings and a chance to do it here again as she is the 9th batter in the inning one more time. That ball is low. Ball 1. She has ended both of their teams at bats with strikeouts, both of them swinging. Stortzum at the plate now. That ball's high, 2-0's the count. Stortzum is the second baseman. Where's number 14? Strike 1, 2-1. Hannah Higgins at first base for the Bombers. And she's going to take a hit by a pitch. It'll move. Avery Rexroth. Coming to the plate now. She was the first batter of the inning. Flew out to left center, and they're going to Coach is going to come out and talk to her infield. It took a few seconds for him to realize they wanted to come in. This game being brought to you by Country Financial agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local Country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. And Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and is in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they'll take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. And Yetter Farm Equipment. Yetter Farm Equipment with facilities in Colchester and Macomb is an agricultural equipment manufacturer that has been in business since 1930 and is currently hiring. Start a new career with excellent benefits and starting hourly wages of $18 to $24 per hour. For more information, call 309-776-4111 or visit them online at yetterco.com/careers or /careers. I was corrected on saying that. Yetter is YETTERCO.com. So Rexroth at the plate after the hit by a pitch, and that ball is high. 1-0. Avery flew to left center on a great catch by Claire Nelson, who came from center field deep to make the play. That ball's low and outside. 2-0's the count. Runners on first and second now for the Bombers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. This is the 10th batter of the inning. That ball was a strike, a little high, but right down the middle of the plate. 2-1. That ball's high as well, 3-1. Strike 2, called second strike. Count is full. Avery wanting to not be 2 outs in the same inning here. See if she can get something in play for the Bombers. That's not going to have to. It's a walk. Bases loaded for Ellie Duncan, who already has 1 home run in this inning. Can she go back-to-back home runs here and hit a grand slam? That's what it would take if she could do it. She is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a home run. She's going to put that one in play. It's not going to get out, but it might get down. It's shallow right center field. It's going. Oh, what a catch by Claire Nelson. She came running from her center field spot, and she made 2 outstanding catches in this inning, which could have been much, much worse for the Cyclones. They gave up 5, but that could have been a single or a double right there. And Claire Nelson made 2 great running catches to get them out of the inning. So at the end of 3 complete, the score, the Bombers 12, Cyclones 0. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a minute.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
And welcome back here to Macomb High School. Game being brought to you by Barkley Bills Company, a brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style. Specializing in snapback trucker-style caps, check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybills.com. So it is Addie Despain leading off. She popped out to short in her first at bat in the second inning. It's the top of the 4th now. Her squad trails by 12-0. Takes the first one a strike, puts that one into play, but it's going to be foul. 0-2 is the count. Get the bat on the ball a little bit here, but not able to do a whole lot. They've had runners on base in 2nd and 3rd innings, just like the boys did last night against the Bombers on the baseball field. They got base runners, couldn't get any runs across the plate, and a swing and a miss results in the out number 1 here in inning number 4. That ball's hit down the left field line, foul. Belle Petty at the plate. She walked. She was the first base runner of the game for the Cyclones, and she was the 5th hitter. She bats 5th. She battled through a full count to get a walk in her first at bat. And a swing. It brings a count to 0-2. And it takes a ball. 1-2 is the count. And a swing and a miss. Kennedy Allensworth still on the rubber for the Bombers. 8th strikeout of the game for Allensworth. That's out number 2. At the plate now is going to be Paige Kitch. Where's number 24? Playing first base for the Cyclones. Allensworth's first pitch was a ball. Second one is a ball outside. 2-0 is the count. Kennedy Allensworth trying to battle back here, puts it in play, does Kitch to short, throw to first, out. A 6-3 put out ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. At the end of 3.5, the score, the Bombers 12, Cyclones 0. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
All right, we're back here. How many games have we done? This is our third baseball game. Well, one baseball game, a second softball game. You know, it's a great day when the umpires come and talking to you between innings. And he had to do it right as we come back on air, of course. Bottom of the fourth inning. If the Bombers score 3 runs, this one is over. Foul ball. Leadoff hitter in this inning is Natalie Nicholas. She is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, 2 runs scored, had a 4-base error on a bunt that ended up being, for all intents and purposes, a home run. So 1-1's the count now on Nicholas. High, 2-1. So 15-run rule is a possibility here, I believe, after 4. So if they get 3, this will be completed. It's 10 after 5. Petty maybe showing a little fatigue here, struggling with her placement. As last couple of pitches have been high and outside. And she came back with that one. It's going to drop, I think, and it is. Nice hustle out there, but couldn't get there. And Nicholas is going to round second and almost got tagged out as somebody was yelling 3. And coach was saying, no, not 3, not 3. But Nicholas thankfully barely got back. We'll give her, I guess technically that's a double. Nobody's made a mistake there, so we'll give her a double on that. The leadoff hitter, Ainsley Holdhouse, comes to the plate, and she's got that one deep and over the fence. A 2-run home run for Ainsley Holdhouse, left field. The 4th home run of the game for the Bombers. 2 off the bat of Shelby Daniels, 1 now for Ellie Duncan, and the latest from Ainsley Holdhouse, a 2-run shot. So there's been 2 2-run homers, a solo homer, and a 3-run homer. I'd have to go back and try to figure it out, but I believe that it was a 2-run, 2 RBIs for Daniels. That would give her 7 RBIs in the game. There's a down the left field line. That is Stufflebeam going to make a double, and they're going to hold her there for a double. So Sarah Stufflebeam has got 2 doubles and a triple here in the ball game. She's 3 for 4. Now stepping to the plate, Caitlin Robinson. She's got 2 walks, 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 1 more run, and this one will be over. Cyclones trying to extend the game a little bit, trying to get something going if they can in the top of the 5th inning. That's a ball, evens the count at 1 apiece. That one's ball high again, 2-1. Low, 3-1. High and inside. A walk. That's her 3rd walk of the day for Caitlin Robinson. And Shelby Daniels going to be a birthday girl tomorrow, but she's celebrating today. She's got 2 home runs, a double, 7 RBIs, and she's got 2 on base right here. The wind's still blowing from right to left across the diamond, and that's ball number 1. Unofficially 7 RBIs. Have to go back and see if any were unearned or not runs, but don't believe so. It's a ball outside. 2-0 is the count. We'll see if we can't talk to Shelby Daniels after the game. You have a game like that, you deserve to get a little pub, don't you? There's a strike right down the middle. Daniels, I don't think, expecting that pitch to come. Kind of thought maybe Petty might be pitching around her a little bit there, but 14-0, nobody out. Runners on first and second. Daniels is going to swing and miss. It's 2-2. That ball's outside. I blew my bottle off the table. It's so windy out here. I think she's already had one. And there's a walk. Loading the bases. Hannah Higgins. She's got a triple and a pair of walks. 1 for 1 on the day for Higgins. She's actually not scored. She's going to put that one in play. Stuffelbing's going to tag. Frackerl's going to make the catch. Stuffelbing's going to score, though. And that should be the ball game. A sac fly for Hannah Higgins. Stuffelbeam scores the winning run. And that's how things will end here. As you can see, the 2 teams shaking hands as the sun comes out. That's one of the things about softball and baseball. The sun will always come out tomorrow for these teams and have another chance to play another time down the road. We're going to see if we can't get Shelby Daniels over here. Shelby's going to come over here and talk to us in a few minutes. We'll take a break here. I'll try to get some stats for you as far as who hit what here in this contest. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Shelby Daniels is going to be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team, and everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And we're back here at Macomb High School as we're waiting for Shelby Daniels to come talk to us. We'll tell you that the only hit of the game given up by Kennedy Allensworth was to Paige Kitch in the second inning. She finished 1 for 2. Allensworth finished with 8 strikeouts. Here in the game as we are finished. Final score 15-0. Shelby here? Okay, Shelby is here. We'll get her on a microphone. It's gonna be. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, Shelby, I'll tell you, is it your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so celebrating a little early. I mean, I'm not an official statistician, obviously, but I have you 3 for 3, 2 home runs, a double, 7 RBIs, and 2 runs scored, and a walk. That's a pretty good day. That's like a career for some people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed. You know, I kind of came into this game really excited to just play because you never know with the weather anymore, you know?
Yeah, the weather doesn't look real good. What? Obviously, you didn't have a problem hitting in this, but the wind blowing across the field, did it seem to hold the ball up a little more defensively when you were out there? Did you notice that at all?
I mean, not really. I mean, we really got to the balls that we needed to get to, so we didn't really have a problem with the wind today, I don't think.
Do you think it helped your couple home runs?
I don't know. It might have just a little bit.
So, obviously, you said you didn't know if you're going to get to play or not. This season, I mean, you're a senior, right?
Yeah.
So you've played softball at the high school level for 4 years.
Yeah.
This year, I mean, I've been around baseball a long time and softball. This has been as bad of a spring as I can remember.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you guys? I mean, there's got to be no rhythm, right? You can't get into any rhythm playing games.
I mean, every day is a new day, you know, like every day we come ready to play, whether we're scheduled to practice, scheduled to play. I mean, we're all in for it, and all of us are just really excited to be here, you know, because of COVID and everything that's happened these past couple years.
So playing without a mask is probably nice, right?
Oh my gosh, so nice. Yeah, that was really annoying, not gonna lie.
So softball has been like the girls' sport here at Macomb High that's really had the most success, and everybody talks. If you talk about Macomb girls' sports, it's softball. Do you guys feel that still to this day when you come on the field here, that everybody expects you to be good?
I mean, yes, most of the time. Like, we do have some really good competition this year, like QND, Quincy, and teams like that we really look forward to playing, especially later in the year when we've all really gotten ourselves together and gotten a lot better and had more practices. Like one of our first games we played QND, we lost, which was our only loss this season so far, but it's really to see like how far we've grown over these past couple months. So yeah.
So there's a lot of season left.
Yes.
Are you feeling the nerves of being a senior? Are you feeling any pressure now as the season winds down a little bit, or are you just excited to play?
I'm just excited to be here, really. I mean, I'm enjoying my time here while I can before everything's over, you know.
All right. Well, I'll let you get out of here. I'm sure you got some celebrating to do, and you want to start celebrating your birthday early. You already did it on the field, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So that's Shelby Daniels talking to us here on the post-game show. We'll tell you a little bit about what the Bombers did today. Ainsley Holdhouse was 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Sarah Stuffelbeam was and Holdhouse had a home run. Stuffelbeam was 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 2 doubles and 2 triples. I'm trying to see if she scored. She also had 1 RBI. Caitlin Robinson was 0 for 1, but she had 3 walks. Shelby Daniels, as we said, 3 for 3, a walk, 2 runs scored, and 7 RBIs. Hannah Higgins was 1 for 1 with a triple, 2 walks, and then a game-ending sacrifice fly that scored Stuffelbeam for an RBI. So she had 1 RBI. Allison Stortson was 0 for 2 but got hit by a pitch. Avery Rixroth was 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Ellie Duncan was 2 for 3. She flew to right center, which was her only non-hit. Great catch by Claire Nelson out there to end the inning in the third inning. But Ellie Duncan had a single and a home run. She had a solo home run in the second inning. Or excuse me, in the third inning. Natalie Nicholas was 1 for 2, hit by a pitch and a double in the fourth inning. So that's how things ended up. Kennedy Allensworth, 1 hit and 8 Ks through 4 innings of work. Belle Petty was the losing pitcher for the Cyclones. So weather looks bad for tomorrow. We'll look to do some more stuff this weekend, but we're going to take tomorrow night off just because of weather. If you're a Macomb Bombers fan, we are going to try and get a soccer game or 2 in before the end of the year as well. So we'll be trying to watch for that. We want to thank everybody for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. For Miles Hulett, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.